All right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Dorn here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for this morning. And I got started off on the wrong foot, but that's fine. It's all good. So here we are. We have a great word today. We've just come through a little holiday weekend, and today we get this virtue to focus on of purposefulness. And I think this is such a wonderful virtue for us all to consider, both from a family point of view, a personal point of view, a country point of view, any way you look at it. This is a virtue that we all need to just take a little time to focus on. So let's read the description first, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Purposefulness is being aware that each of us is here for a reason. We value our lives by discovering the part we are uniquely meant to play. We discern our intention and focus on it mindfully. We visualize it happening. We set goals and achieve them step by step, resisting distractions. We give each task single-minded concentration and excellence. We invest our full enthusiasm into even the simplest job. In the flow of our lives, there are many turns and unexpected events. Within it all, there are lessons to be learned and gifts to receive. Purposefulness is trusting the journey. There are so many things to talk about in this virtue, and one of the things that first comes to my mind, that purposefulness begins with clarity. It's about knowing exactly what we want. And if I'm going to look at this, which I'm going to do today from a parenting point of view, as well as my own personal view and how it's resonating with me today, but if I was to look at this from a parenting point of view, we all begin, and we have certain intentions, and some of them might be very specific and some of them might be more general, but we do certainly have a certain intention when our children come into the world with us. And so, we look at our kid and we have these great desires for them. We want them to grow up to be safe and healthy. We want them to be successful in life. We want them to be happy in life. And we're very enthusiastic about how and what we're going to do. And the question is have we really sat down and set out for ourselves the goals and the way that we're going to approach this? And so this is, one of the things that's, begins with clarifying what our values are. What is it that your family values? And what are the virtues that are most important to you? How do you want to see your children and yourself continue to grow, and doing so in a way that really brings about both happiness and joy to yourselves as well as to those around you? When we discern for ourselves what it is that brings us joy, the things that we value the most, we then can focus on those things in a very mindful way. And that is like some of the most important steps that we can possibly take. And yet most of us as parents only have a very general viewpoint of what we want and how we're going to go about achieving that, right? So, that's the 4 C's of successful families is all about, is that first step of clarifying is such an important one. And I would encourage individuals, even before they get married, to do this. If they've decided this is the person, right? See where your values are connected, where they seem to cross. And I would say that as you go through, the processes that we give in the 4 C's, that you will find that even though there might be 7, 8, 9, 10 things that are important to you, almost always there's going to be 3 to 5 things that cross, that are connect with each other. And it's on those 3 to 5 things that if you can base everything else in your life on, while also still encouraging your own individuality with the other things that are important to you. That when you develop the the step-by-step process that you're going to take to be sure that you always honor the values that you share with the other person, you're going to find a great deal of unity and a great deal of peacefulness and a great deal of teamwork that is going to go forth in your parenting as well as in your personal life. And so that's what I think purposefulness is all about, is when you do this on purpose, when you do it with a definition of who you are and setting forth those goals and doing it so that you gain great clarity about what your intentions are. I will just say that that is the time that we find that families grow closer together, children grow up with structure and with a knowing of what is important to their family. And then they have some sort of a moral code to begin with, right? And it's not that they're going to keep that forever, although they probably will. But they're certainly going to use that as a foundation of becoming their own unique selves. What an important virtue. And so today, as I look at this, my thought is not only with my family, but even with myself. I want to go back. I think today is a good day to do it. Just a few days ago I had a birthday. I think that's a good time to reevaluate. I think January 1st is a good time to reevaluate. And just to look at, what is my purpose? What is it that's important to me? And going forward from there. So today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to sit down and just write out what are the things that are important to me. How do they look in my life? How do I want to demonstrate them in my life? And then look at how those things are going to intertwine with those closest to me. And that's how I'm looking at this today. So how do you teach your kids about this is by first, obviously demonstrating it to them in your family meetings, in your times together, when they know what exactly your goals are, not for yourself as well as for the family. That all sets the example for them. But then we also give them the opportunity to set goals for themselves, whether and in different arenas, right? So they should have some personal goals. Maybe they have some fitness goals. Maybe they have some educational goals. Maybe they have a career goal as they get older, right? And as they set these goals for themselves, they may have a goal that they want to develop a certain virtue to a greater degree. As they set these goals for themselves, and you can see them planning out and helping them guiding them in taking step-by-step actions toward reaching those goals, we're developing in them this virtue of purposefulness. So those are my thoughts today about this. Thank you very much for being here. If you enjoy our discussions, please stop by our YouTube channel, like it, share it, comment, and because we're always interested in knowing how these virtues resonate with you at this very moment, not from the past, or probably not even in the future, but at this very moment. And that's what we do each day, is just look at it at this moment. This is how I'm thinking about it. So thank you for being here. We look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Have a great day today. And until next time, keep practicing all the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time.